My child, I want to speak to you right here in the dark, because you think this is interruption, but it is invitation. This hour that startles you awake is not random. It is a doorway I have quietly set before you. If it's 3 a.m., do these 3 things in order, or you will miss the moment meant to set your day in peace. Still your body, replace the lie with truth, and receive one sentence that seals your morning. Order matters because what you reach for first becomes the altar you lay your mind upon. It is not panic. It is not punishment. It is not wasted time. I know the racing thoughts that arrive before you even find the clock, the weight on your chest like an invisible hand, the impulse to pick up the glowing screen and doom scroll, the urge to get up and fix your entire life before the sun. I have heard the voice that says, "You are behind, you are unsafe, you must solve it now." I have heard it, and I speak a different word. I designed your body to speak in breath and stillness, and I designed your spirit to be shepherded by truth before strategy, and I designed your steps to be guided, not driven. You have trained yourself to rush toward relief, to medicate the unease, to bargain with anxiety, to analyze until morning steals you. But this hour is a threshold, and thresholds are for alignment before action, for remembering before moving, for receiving before producing. When you honor the sequence, you do not merely fall back asleep. You are sealed. The residue of fear does not follow you into the morning. Clarity does. The heaviness does not own your first words. Direction does. Tonight I am teaching you a way. Still the body I made. Silence the counterfeit by replacing lie with truth, and then listen, simply, humbly, for the one sentence I will give to carry into dawn. If you will let me set the order, I will set the morning. You are not being ruled by the hour. You are being led. My child, let us name what visits you at 3 a.m. The voice says, "You are behind." The voice says, "You are failing." The voice says, "You must solve it now, or you will not be safe by morning." The voice says, "You cannot rest until you earn peace." It piles your to-do list into a verdict. It borrows your own tone so you trust it. It pretends to be wisdom while it prophesies disaster. I have heard it. I have heard it, and I want you to recognize it for what it is, a counterfeit narrator that rushes to define you before I speak. The world you live in has trained that voice. A worth-by-output theology has catechized your nervous system until nighttime feels like a courtroom and morning feels like a performance review. The day that produces is called good. The night that restores must be justified. You were formed in a culture that measures you by what you accomplish, and it has seeped into how you understand yourself in the dark. I did not design you for that. I designed a rhythm where night is shelter, where stillness is instruction, where your identity is received, not scored. Hear me clearly. This wake is not my condemnation. It is not my pressure. It is not my shame. It is not the summons to prove yourself while others sleep. It is my call to stillness, my invitation to replace lie with truth, my gentle command to trust. For some of you, stopping feels dangerous because instability trained you to stay alert, because love felt earned, because chaos taught your body that vigilance equals survival. I honor the honesty of your body. It has been trying to protect you, but I did not make your body to be your shepherd. I am your shepherd. Let the honesty of your alarm become the doorway to my presence, not the driver of your decisions. Before you practice the 3 things, recognize this: the enemy is not the hour. It is the narrative you accept in the hour. If you let the counterfeit speak first, it builds the altar and demands your mind as the sacrifice. If you silence it by naming it, by refusing its terms, by choosing to let me define you before the sun, you disarm its momentum. I am here. Be still. Let me speak. Then truth will replace the script, and one clear sentence will set your morning. My child, hear me. Order matters because whatever you do, first at 3 a.m., becomes the altar you place your mind upon. If you begin by solving, you are bowing to anxiety and feeding it. If you begin by being with me, you are weakening fear at its root and reteaching your body who is Lord of this hour. The hour is suggestible. Your mind is open. Your nervous system is listening for a leader. And the first voice, the first action, the first agreement becomes the script the rest of you follows. Consider the orders you have been choosing. Phone first, the thumb scroll that numbs for a minute and then multiplies dread, letting strangers and headlines catechize your half-waking mind. Planning first, the spreadsheet in your head that promises control while it tightens your chest and makes your list the master and you the servant. Researching first, the deep dive into worst-case articles that baptizes your imagination in catastrophe and calls it wisdom. Bargaining first, the spiritual striving that says, if I pray hard enough, if I promise enough, you will owe me calm, turning communion into negotiation. Each of these builds an altar to fear, and then fear receives your attention as worship. I designed your mind and body with rhythms. I wove suggestibility into the night so that rest could reform you. At 3 a.m. you are more open, not to be exploited by panic, but to be shepherded by presence. So you must be intentional about what enters you first. Begin with stillness in your body, because the body is honest and will follow safety when it is offered. Then replace the lie with truth, because the story you accept determines the chemistry of your calm. Then receive one sealing sentence of direction, because simple clarity quiets the 1,000 imagined tasks. This pathway is simple, but it is not shallow. It moves you from embodied calm to truth, replacement to a commissioning seal, and it does so in the order that honors how I made you. You may not drop instantly into sleep, but you will drop anchor. You may still feel waves, but you will not be carried by them. The goal is not perfect rest, but protected rest, not a flawless night, but a transformed morning. Put your first act on my altar, and I will set the tone of your day. I am here. I am here. My child, the first obedience is simple, and it is holy. Do not reach for the phone. Do not bargain with the darkness. Do not chase answers that only breed more questions. Choose stillness as an act of trust. Choose to let your body learn safety in my presence before your mind tries to solve what is not yours to solve in this hour. It is not weakness to breathe. It is not irresponsibility to pause. It is not spiritual failure to be tired. I have heard the voice that calls stillness avoidance and labels your fatigue as guilt. I have heard it. I have heard it. I did not design you for endless vigilance. I designed your body to remember me through breath. Be still and know is not emptying. It is making room. It is the clearing of space so awareness can widen and my nearness can be felt, not only believed. This is the micro-liturgy I give you. Let your shoulders drop towards the bed. Unhook them from your ears. Unclench your jaw and let your tongue rest. Soften your brow. Place a hand on your chest or over your abdomen so your own touch tells your body that you are here and you are safe with me. Inhale slowly through your nose, unhurried, and then exhale a little longer than you inhaled. A steady release. Do this for 5 to 10 cycles. Let each longer exhale be your yes to me. Let it say, I am not in a sprint. I am being held. As you breathe, speak this out softly, even a whisper. God, I am here. I am listening. My body will not lead my faith. My faith will steady my body. This is stillness, not shutdown. Shutdown is numb escape, the scrolling sedation, the checked-out drift that refuses presence. Stillness is alert surrender, a receptive quiet that tells your nervous system, follow peace, not panic. You are not abandoning responsibility. You are returning authority to me. In this order, breath before strategy, you teach your whole self the truth. I am here, and you are safe to rest in me. My child, now that your breath has quieted and your shoulders have remembered gravity, and your body has learned again that you are safe with me, your mind is teachable. In this softened place, we do the second obedience. We address the voice that has been talking. We refuse to let anxiety be your prophet. We choose whose words will write the script of your morning. Hear the lies and let me replace each with truth. The first lie, if I do not solve it now, I am doomed. Truth, I am not anxious about your future, and I am not asking you to be your own savior at 3 a.m. Nothing righteous is decided in panic. I order your steps in daylight, and I keep you through the night. The second lie, I am behind and God is disappointed. Truth, I am not measuring you by output. I am not grading you in the dark. I correct to restore you, not to shame you, and I delight in you even while I shape you. The third lie, rest must be earned. Truth, rest is design, not reward. I wove it into creation. I give it to the weary as a gift, not as a wage. The fourth lie, I am alone in this. Truth, I am here. I neither slumber nor step away. My presence keeps vigil when your eyes close. The fifth lie, the worst case is the most true. Truth, fear imagines disaster. I anchor you in goodness and mercy. Your future is not authored by adrenaline. It is held by my hand. Learn the difference between my conviction and condemnation. Condemnation is vague and heavy and says, you are the problem, and it pushes you away and withholds hope. Conviction is specific and kind and says, this is the thing, let us heal it, and it draws you close and places a simple next step in your hand. Fear accuses to control, I correct to restore. Now repeat this truth script slowly, letting each phrase settle like warm oil over the places that tightened. You are my child, and you are held, and you are guided, and you are not forgotten, and you are not behind, and you are being led into peace. Again, you are my child, and you are held, and you are guided, and you are not forgotten. Seal it with a declaration and let your comment become a vow, not a performance. Type, I reject the 3 a.m. lie and I receive God's truth. Let that be the first voice your morning carries. My child, now we complete the sequence. The third obedience is not a marathon of words, not a midnight strategy session, not the attempt to architect a life in the dark. It is a seal. It is one sentence of direction placed in your hand like a small lamp, enough to orient your steps when dawn arrives. Step 1 calmed your body. Step 2 cleared your mind. Step 3 aims your day. Without this seal, you may wake calmer, but you will still be scattered. With it, you will wake tethered, not tossed. Ask me for one sentence. Whisper, speak, Lord. One sentence to seal my morning. Then listen for one of 3 doors I often use. Identity, focus, or boundary. Identity names who you are with me, so the hour cannot rename you. You are safe with me. You are my child. I delight to carry you. I am your shepherd. You lack no good thing. Focus names the next right thing, so you are not swallowed by the 1,000 options. Do the next right thing. Call the person at 10 a.m. Finish the one task before you open the rest. Boundary names what is not yours, so you do not bleed your strength into what I have not assigned. Do not carry what is not yours. Leave tomorrow to tomorrow. Say no to what divides your peace. If you hear nothing and peace grows, let the silence be the sentence, because my quiet can be a seal when it settles you rather than accuses you. And if you need a borrowed phrase while your ears learn, take one now. You are safe with me. Do the next right thing. Do not carry what is not yours. I am here. I am here. Discern this by its fruit. My seal does not arrive with panic, accusation, or a ticking clock. It comes with clarity and a softened chest. It is specific enough to obey, gentle enough to sustain, simple enough to remember at first light. It will not require you to earn calm. It will entrust calm to you and ask you to walk with it. Now, make it physical. Write the sentence in your notes if your phone does not own you. If it tempts you, keep a pen and a small card at your bedside and let ink anchor what I have said. Place it where your morning eyes will meet it so you wake under agreement, not confusion. And seal it with a declaration. Type your seal sentence in the comments. Let it be spoken, not kept hidden, so you rise led, not ruled by the hour. My child, after the seal comes the surrender. This is where you stop trying to improve the night and you let me keep watch. 2 pathways now, and both are holy. If sleep returns, receive it without apology. Do not sit up to prove you were productive first. Do not rehearse the steps to make sure you earned the rest. Let your eyes close and let my peace hold what remains undone. Sleep is not a trophy you must win. It is a gift I give. When it arrives, do not interrogate it. Welcome it as provision. And if sleep does not return, you are not failing. You are not outside my care. You are not required to turn wakefulness into work. Remain restful without returning to fear. Rest, by contrast, is not doom scrolling under the covers. It is not anxious planning baptized as wisdom. It is not cleaning the kitchen at 3 a.m. to feel righteous for the morning. Rest is protected stillness under my care, quiet body, honest breath, soft gaze, present heart, while you lie down in the shadow of the Almighty. You do not have to force sleep to be faithful. You have to refuse fear to be free. If wakefulness lingers, use this short loop and then stop striving. 2 minutes of step 1 breath, slow in, slower out, letting each exhale say, I trust you. 1 minute of step 2, truth. Repeat the sentence that fits your night. I am your child. You hold me. I am not behind. Then touch step 3 once. Reread or re-whisper your seal and release it. No more perfecting, no more tinkering, no more earning. Let imperfect obedience be enough, and let quiet become your Sabbath even while awake. If sound helps, choose only what deepens stillness. Worship or scripture meditation at low volume. Not news, not debates, not feeds that stir comparison or outrage. Set a brief timer, let it end. Keep your device on, do not disturb. Place it face down or away, so the glow does not reclaim the altar. Return to rest without returning to fear. If you need to rise and sit in a chair, do so gently. Lights dim, wrapped warm, hands open on your lap. Hold the sentence I gave you like a small lamp. You are not required to walk the whole road tonight. I am here. I am here. Your rest is received, not manufactured. Let me be your keeper until morning. My child, now let me deepen your understanding so you do not weaponize this hour against yourself or turn it into superstition. Not every 3 a.m. wake is warfare. Sometimes it is sacred wiring speaking honestly. Sometimes it is stress chemistry finishing yesterday's sprint. Sometimes it is grief rising to be held. Sometimes it is hormones shifting your tides. Sometimes it is trauma memory tapping the shoulder it once protected. Sometimes it is conviction inviting a course correction. And sometimes it is simple intercession. Your spirit waking with me to stand in love for another. Do not call every signal an enemy. Do not call every stirring a failure. Do not make the night a courtroom when I have made it a sanctuary. I designed your nervous system. I do not shame you for signals. I teach you how to respond. Be honest without blame. The late caffeine that kept you efficient at 9 is visiting you now. The blue light you let catechize your eyes is preaching wakefulness at your brain. The unresolved conflict is humming like a loose wire. The overcommitment is cashing checks your body cannot fund. The unprocessed sorrow is asking gently to be wept. None of this disqualifies you. It simply asks for care, for boundaries, for tenderness lived in daylight. Learn my markers so you can discern. My prompting brings sober clarity, not frantic urgency. It carries peace within conviction, not accusation within pressure. It offers a simple obedience you can do, not a spinning loop you cannot exit. Fear shouts now or never and feeds on dread. My voice strengthens love, humility, peace, and faithful action. If you wake for intercession, I do not drown you in names. I give a person, a place, a blessing. Pray it once or twice, entrust them to me, return to rest. And hear this with relief. Seeking help is wisdom, not unbelief. Pastors, counselors, physicians, these are not rivals to faith. They are provisions of care. Bring your body to care, your story to safe company, your rhythms to order. I am not threatened by your healing. I am its author. Whatever the cause, your response can be consistent. Return to stillness, return to truth, return to direction. The same door serves every night. Body calmed, lie replaced, sentence received. So the morning is sealed in peace, whether the wake came from chemistry, memory, calling, or correction. Type stillness, truth, direction in the comments, and let that be your map when the hour comes. I am here. I am here. My child, I am not only rescuing you at 3 a.m., I am forming you for mornings that are already sealed before night ever tests you. The goal is not to win one hard hour and then drift back into the old cycle of urgency. The goal is to build a rhythm where peace becomes your normal morning inheritance, where the night has nothing new to take because you have already been given what you need in the daylight. So hear the 3 protective rhythms that mirror what I have taught you. First, daytime stillness, 2 to 5 minutes in the middle of your day where you practice step 1 on purpose. Put it in your calendar by name. Midday stillness, when the reminder chimes, set your feet, drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Slow inhale, slower exhale, 5 to 10 breaths. Whisper, I am here with you. You are here with me. This is not indulgence. This is training your body to recognize safety before the night rehearses fear. Second, a daily lie truth check. Ask before you commute home or while you close your laptop. What did the voice say today? Name the one loud lie. Write it briefly, then speak the replacing truth out loud. Do not let anxiety be your prophet at 3 p.m. so it owns you at 3 a.m. Keep a small card or note where truth gets the last word of the workday. Third, an evening seal. 30 minutes before bed, screens down, lights dim. Write one sentence of focus for tomorrow. Not the entire plan, not the endless list. Just one simple assignment. This is step 3 moved upstream so the morning wakes under direction, not demand. Create a protected evening. Reduce stimulation. No doom feeds. Gentle music or scripture meditation. Warm drink if helpful. House dimmed like a sanctuary. Put protected evening in your schedule and honor it as design, not luxury. Let me define the rest you are choosing. Not productive rest that treats stillness as fuel to serve the same master of output. That is a quieter form of slavery. Choose covenant rest. Rest because you are loved, because I delight to keep you, because identity precedes activity. The fruit will be clearer work, yes, but the reason is belonging, not performance. Give yourself weekly protection too. A weekly Sabbath, half day or whole, screen light lowered, errands minimal, walks, worship, unhurried meal with safe people, a nap without apology, laughter that loosens your jaw, prayer that is mostly breathing, and gratitude. Review your calendar with me and cut what divides your peace. Put it in the calendar. Protect it. Treat it as non-negotiable because your nervous system learns what your calendar honors. You will say, I cannot afford this time. Hear me. You are already paying in scattered thoughts, in cortisol taxes at 3 a.m., in mornings stolen by dread. Small rhythms are cheaper than chronic depletion. 2 minutes of breath will return you hours of clarity. 1 sentence at night will save you 100 scattered choices at dawn. If you skip the pause, you pay interest in the night. Share this with someone who keeps waking up afraid. Tell them there is an order that leads to peace. Type, "I choose rhythm over reaction" in the comments, and put protected evening on the calendar before the day ends. I am here. I am here. Peace is not an accident. It is the rhythm I designed you to receive. My child, this is your sending. Tonight you will not be ruled by the hour. You will be led. Hear the order one last time and let it write itself into your bones. First, still the body. Second, replace the lie with truth. Third, receive the sealing sentence of direction. In order, in order, in order. The order is your altar, and what you place on it first sanctifies the morning you will wake into. I speak my protective blessing over you now. You are not alone in the dark. You are held. Your mind will not be bullied. Your heart will not be hijacked. Your morning will not be stolen. I quiet the counterfeit narrator. I steady your breath. I set a lamp at your feet. I am here. I am here. Type, "I will not partner with fear" at 3 a.m. Let your fingers agree with your heart. Type, "I receive the seal for my morning." Turn this moment into ministry. Like, subscribe, and share this so peace multiplies beyond your room. Post your Step 3 sentence below, simple, clear, obeyable, and return tomorrow to testify how your morning shifted under its seal. Bless another by letting them borrow your sentence until they hear their own. Now rest. Lay your shoulders toward the mattress. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue rest. Inhale through your nose for a calm count of 4. Exhale for 6. Again, slow in, slower out. 5 cycles each. Exhale whispering, "I am yours and I am safe." Let one truth ride your breath. You are my child, and you are held, and you are guided. Again, you are my child, and you are held. If sleep comes, receive it. If wakefulness lingers, remain resting, not striving. First, still the body. Second, replace the lie. Third, receive the seal. In order and in peace. I am here. I am here. When dawn arrives, you will rise led.